What rules does Pandas use to generate a view versus a copy? I'm confused about the rules Pandas uses when deciding that a selection from a data frame is a copy of the original data frame, or a view on the original. If I have, for example, I understand that a query returns a copy so that something like will have no effect on the original data frame, df. I also understand that scalar or named slices return a view, so that assignments to these, such as or will change df. But I'm lost when it comes to more complicated cases. For example, changes df, but does not. Is there a simple rule that Pandas is using that I'm just missing? What's going on in these specific cases, and in particular, how do I change all values, or a subset of values, in a data frame that satisfy a particular query, as I'm attempting to do in the last example above? Note, this is not the same as this question, and I have read the documentation, but am not enlightened by it. I've also read through the related questions on this topic, but I'm still missing the simple rule Pandas is using, and how I'd apply it to, for example, modify the values, or a subset of values, in a data frame that satisfy a particular query.
Here's the rules. Subsequent override. All operations generate a copy. If inplace equals true is provided, it will modify in place. Only some operations support this. An indexer that sets, for example .loc/.illoc/.iat/.at will set in place. An indexer that gets on a single d-typed object is almost always a view. Depending on the memory layout it may not be. That's why this is not reliable. This is mainly for efficiency. The example from above is for .query. This will always return a copy as it's evaluated by numExpr. An indexer that gets on a multiple d-typed object is always a copy. Your example of chained indexing is not guaranteed to work, and thus you should never do this. Instead do, as this is faster and will always work. The chained indexing is two separate Python operations and thus cannot be reliably intercepted by Pandas. You will oftentimes get a setting with copy warning, but that is not 100% detectable either. The dev docs, which you pointed, offer a much more full explanation.